UW Milwaukee alum heading to the World Series. Taylor, I want to make sure that you can hear us and that you're joining us. I want to start with you because your brother, for the first time, is about to play in the World Series for that title. I got to ask you, how is he feeling right now? How is he doing? What are those conversations like?
Yeah, I think just being a hometown from Chile, Wisconsin, Wisconsin native, and it's exciting for him to be in the situation and for his family to support him through the process and just enjoy the moment. Whatever happens in the series at this point, I think is really exciting. I think just getting there is half the battle, but it's all the little steps that he's taken to get there, and how much hard work he does outside of the baseball season and what happens behind closed doors. So I'm really proud of him. And obviously, if you've been following the Blue Jays, he had a rough start to the year, didn't come back right away, but and then pulled his hamstring halfway through the year. So he's been up and down and kind of lived the rehab life a little bit, but really proud of him, and can't wait to see him execute here in the World Series this Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know how much that emotional support from home goes as well when dealing with postseason baseball. Coach, I have to ask you, let's talk a little bit about what it takes to be one of the final two teams that are left in postseason baseball. We know Varsho will become the first UWM alum to appear in the World Series. So what does it take to get to that level, especially when talking about baseball that, you just never know what can happen?
Yeah, obviously it takes talent. You have to have talent to get to that level. But it's a drive, it's a work ethic, it's the ability to be consistent is what it comes down to. The big leaguers are the best people in the world at doing it over and over and over again and never really resting on their failures. So that's what's been fun to watch with Daulton, is his maturity, his growth, now his consistency, and becoming one of the best baseball players in the world.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask as well, what have you noticed that he has taken throughout his career from UWM all the way to the MLB?
Yeah, I think Dalton's always kind of been an underdog, and he's had to fight for what he's about to receive. So he takes that same personality into the outfield, into his at-bats. He's a tough out. He does damage when it calls for it, but he's just a really good teammate and a good team player. And as a Gold Glove center fielder, he provides for his team even when he's not doing well offensively.
And last time you were here in studio, we were talking about one of his unbelievable catches, but I wanted you all to take a look at this insane catch from Game 2 against Seattle. Let's go ahead and play that moment.
Postseason. On a line to center field, Varsho back at first, comes on, dives, and makes the catch. Oh man, he saved himself after going the wrong direction with the first step.
Taylor, I have to get your reaction. First, what did it feel like seeing that catch?
Well, I'll be honest. I think the first one that he came back, his first game where he caught it behind his back, that was a little bit more, kind of misstepped a little bit. I did ask him a little bit about that, and I think it was the white rally towels that they had. He couldn't really read it off the bat, but so he makes adjustments. He's a great outfielder, obviously Gold Glove winner last year, and I'm proud to say that as a sister, and I know his family is rooting for him. Even back home here in Wisconsin.
Coach, can you practice for a moment like that? I gotta know. You
no,
can't,
I mean,
right?
you can shake as many balls and BP as you want, and guys are looking for those opportunities, but to do that live is pretty special.
Absolutely. When it comes down to this series that we're walking into, what do you think needs to be the mentality for Daulton and the rest of the Blue Jays?
Yeah, you're taking on a $500 million payroll, so they know that there's really good players on the other side, and they're paid to do that. So they just got to stay true to who they are and play the best version of baseball that they can and stick to who they've been all the way along. Don't change anything about it.
Absolutely. Taylor and Coach, I wanted to ask you guys this final question. When it comes down to baseball, we know it's a little bit superstitious. Do you have any rituals, Taylor, that you or your family do before watching a game?
No, just going with a fresh mind. Baseball's a hard enough game on yourself, and if you dwell on the last at bat or the last play, it's probably going to carry over to that next at bat. So, just going with a fresh mind, like my dad always says, and my mom always says too. It's like just enjoy the moment, and it's going to be exciting. But take it all in. There's going to be a lot of people rooting for you, and whether they're in the stands or watching it on TV, just know that he's a great player, regardless of the results.
Absolutely. What about you, Coach?
No, I try to get my kids in bed so I can watch the game.
Yeah, exactly. Watch it in silence.
Yeah,
right?
I just want our guys to really watch the game and learn from the game and not just be a fan, but really be a student of the game and kind of watch what makes them the elite players.
Absolutely. Well, we've been watching Daulton's journey ever since he made it into the big league. So definitely thank you both for being here. Good luck to Daulton, to your brother, and to your former athlete, if you will. We know that he's been repping Quick Trip. We saw him walking in with the Quick Trip shirt. So he has home very close to his heart. Taylor, Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.